Is it important to know what kind of a gender your dragon is? Well, in some cases, well, of course, you want to know everything about your dragon, don't you? Because I wanted to know everything about my dragon. In the beginning, I didn't mind about the gender or the name or the color. I just was excited about the dragon. But the further I go on the dragon's path, on my path, the more that I wanted to know how he looks like and what kind of a dragon he is, and maybe what kind of a gender or color he has. Oh, yeah, of course, I am saying it. I always call him he. I thought in the beginning it was not, because he was very feminine feeling, but that doesn't mean anything for the dragon. So, whatever your feelings are in the beginning might not be the correct ones. How can you separate the energies from male and female dragons? And there is actually a large difference between them. That is also something that you can feel as well. And that you don't have to come to large conclusions. Male and female dragons are not like male and female humans. Humans are, yeah, that is very clear what the differences are. So the male is much more, male, I mean, stronger in muscles, and the female is much more fierce and that is also a bit like the features of the dragon. The male dragon is, every dragon is different. So how the male dragon is much more strict, much more how you should do it right now. Sometimes male dragons sometimes even scare us, while female dragons will not do this. And because female dragons also have a lot of children, and this is not most of the time not with the male dragons. And that is that the female dragons, just like Tiamat, loves her children so much that she would protect everything, I mean, all the time. Them all the time. My dragon, for example, by my side, is a male dragon. And the more that you see it, I mean, my goddess is, of course, female. So altogether, we create a balance. So how to know that you have a female dragon is that she has so much patience for you. And that is very much a feature of female dragons. They have patience, they have caring, they are love. And whenever someone else is approaching, they are roar. They chase them away like you are their nest, their property. The others have to go away. Dragons of female gender, they have such a protection over you that you cannot even imagine how powerful the wrath of a female dragon is. Not only because you are one of their children, but because you are a bit like their property. And they see you as theirs. You are their human, but it's actually a dragon spirit. Males are much more like that you are in some kind of a school, a class, that you have to wake up, just attention. And male dragons are not afraid actually to slap you in the face but still there is great love for you. That is what all dragons have. But they show it in different ways. Dragons have different morals as well than humans have. You have to forget everything about humans when you think about dragons. So, but all the time, your feelings have to sense everything. Your feelings, in the beginning, my feelings were wrong. But that is because I sensed the energy of Tiamat. I thought that my guardian was also like this energy. But this energy was pure male with the dragon by my side. And he was strict. That is the reason why my awakening was so harsh and so direct. And the male dragons are much more like it happens now and it shall be done. The most male dragons come to you and approach you in a black color. That means now it's time to begin your training. You have to be one of us. That is what male dragons much more are. Of course, I cannot say to you what kind of a dragon you have. Of course, like I said, every dragon is different. But how mostly they are, I approached my brother and I wanted to see actually what kind of a dragon he has. I had a vision about his dragon, but she was not happy to see me. She was not really not happy. She was roaring. She was actually very distressed that I was there. And whenever your dragon sees you, they see you as a dragon. It felt like I was an imposter. I was not an imposter, but I was an intruder. I was intruding her territory together alongside with my spiritual brother that also has a dragon's path. Of course, my dragon, for example, male dragons, much more allow others. You know, they are not 100% protective, but they know if there is a white dragon humble enough actually to also be a part of your dragon eye, then the male dragons are the ones that actually say the most that it's okay, it's fine, because you are no threat. But female dragons, most of the time, don't want to have this. Whenever I feel also a female dragon, it's like, don't touch them. It's like, they are, I mean, female dragons are very fierce, very much in fire. But male dragons are much more strict. If I mean, yeah, I hope you know what I mean with this. They are much more strict in your path. Your path cannot be distracted. Whenever you are distracted, they will be there by your side. But male dragons can also be amazing friends, and that is why I know it. I mean, my dragon is an amazing friend of mine. I never knew what it was back in the day when I was a child to have a friend. Of course, but my dragon was always my friend. Female dragons are much more that you are theirs. I mean, that is what I could see with people on the dragon's path that also have a dragon by their side, and I could feel feminine power, female power, even though they are males. They have much more feminine power. And what I have is most of the time actually a bit different, because when you are a male, most of the time you have a female dragon by your side. But it can be also that you have a female goddess, you know, a god, but a goddess. It's always going to be in balance. Not always it's going to be black and white, dark or light or something like this. Dark or light. It's not only going to be perfect balance in everything, but also a perfect balance in male and female. So how do you know what kind of a gender your dragon has? There are moments actually that your dragon reveals it when they want to be intimate with you. It can be that they want to be intimate with your spirit. It can be that your relationship that you have is that of a lover, very much. And whenever this happens, you will notice what kind of a gender your dragon has. And you will also notice, and that is, hear me out with this, you will also notice what kind of a gender your dragon spirit has. Because it doesn't mean that you are a male or a female, that your dragon spirit has the same gender. Also something very interesting actually to find out your feelings. What kind of a feelings do you have? I am, for example, for myself, some people, they say to me how gay I am, how gay I walk, my gestures, how I sit, everything is very much feminine with me. And they always say, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay. They always say that, but to be very honest, I don't care about sexuality. So I don't care about being gay. Of course, I have nothing against gays. I mean, it's natural. It's a natural thing. But it's in fact, whenever you have, for example, if you are a female human with a dragon soul, it can be that your soul can be very much male, and that you also are going to be strict and going to be very masculine for everything that you do, and you might not even understand why. So the way actually to find out what kind of a gender your dragons have, what are the genders of your guardian, that is very important to know, and what kind of a gender your dragon spirit has, and what kind of a gender even your dragon god has. And sometimes it can be confusing when it comes to a dragon god. For example, Leviathan can feel both. I mean, male and female. I call him, of course, Leviathan, because I feel him like a him, but he can come before you like a she, very much. Of course, there is Tiamat, that is clearly a female, and all of the other dragons, they have a clear, gender. But why do they have a gender? It's how it is. That is the same thing with the balance between the four elements, the five elements, you can say. It's a balance between elements and light and dark and things like this. Also genders are always going to be a balance within you, female and male, dark and light, fire and water. It's always going to be a perfect balance, but also always going to be different from the other. So always going to be unique inside of a dragon's path. And so so how do you know it? Just after a while I was meditating and I was feeling my dragon very much, but I could feel his masculine energy, very much masculine energy. And I also, the way how he looks, the way how he feels, the way how he sits on my bed, even the way how he does everything, it's, and also how he treats me. He allows other dragons inside. Sometimes not. Sometimes your dragon can even feel jealousy that you put a lot of attention in other dragons, because I wanted to know more. If you put too much attention, of course, like I did. But in fact, most of the time, male dragons don't mind that very much. If they are good intentions. If they don't have good intentions, if they are not real dragons, then he of course will chase them away. If he feels good with it, it's fine. If you have a female dragon by your side, you are her property. You are her child. You are everything to her, But the friendship and love that they have for you is the same, but they show it in a different way. It depends on what kind of a gender your dragon has.